Hi everyone, salut tout le monde, soyez les bienvenus sur ma chaîne. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing also so well. If you are new to my channel, my name is Bijoux and my channel mainly focuses on motherhood, fashion and lifestyle and a little bit of like everything. If you have come this far and you are not subscribed to my channel already, I think you definitely should. Click on the subscribe button down below and also click on the notification bell down below so you can be notified on my next video. We had to get that out of the way. So as you can tell from the title, this is a story time and I felt like it was so important for me to share what I went through. I was a little bit apprehensive. I just was a bit unsure about sharing it because it's such an emotional experience that I went through, and I am really hoping that I do not cry in this video, okay? Right, and also today is Hyperemesis Gravidarum awareness day, and I thought it would be a perfect thing for me to post my video today, just to raise more awareness of what the condition it actually is. So I will try my hardest for this video not to be a very long video. However, I think it's just as important for me to kind of like share it. I do apologize if you feel like the video is kind of like going off here and there. I am going to try and stick to like a clear structure. So yeah, it is Hyperemesis Gravidarum, however you want to say it. I normally say Hyperemesis Gravidarum. That's just, you know. Without further ado, I'm going to get straight into the video. I suffered from Hyperemesis Gravidarum during both of my pregnancy, and it affected me the worst whilst I was pregnant with my daughter, which was about roughly 4 years and a half, because she's 4. Yeah, about 5 years ago. And I know that this condition only affects women who are pregnant, and it's not everybody. It obviously affects people differently. I just happen to be one of those people that Hyperemesis affected really badly. Bearing in mind, it was my first pregnancy. So I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. I took a pregnancy test at my friend's house, and my friend was literally laughing at me. My friend Sharifa, absolutely laughing at me because I was crying my eyes out. Really happy tears. So I told my partner, I told my family members, everybody was really happy. You know, we went to the doctors, took a blood test, and it was confirmed that I was pregnant. So it was all such a special moment for me. Quite soon onward, about a week and a half, I started feeling really funny, like really tired, as you would with most pregnancies. For those of you who have been pregnant would know you are quite tired generally. Not everybody obviously, but for me, about a week after finding out that I was pregnant, I started feeling really funny, really, you know, I had this copper taste in my mouth, this metal taste in my mouth. People who are pregnant, or those who are pregnant or have been pregnant, would know that copper taste, you know, that metal. It feels like you're eating or chewing metal. I had that literally from like a week after me finding out. And then I lost my appetite, which is quite normal during pregnancy. I weighed about 65 kg, and the reason why I'm telling you the story, just so you get a rough idea of how much I weighed before and how much I weighed after obviously suffering from Hyperemesis Gravidarum. So I weighed 65 kg prior to me being pregnant. I don't know what it is in stone. I don't work in stone, I work in kgs, but anywho, and obviously 2 weeks I'm already started feeling like this. I lost my appetite, and I'm one of those people who put on weight quite easily. I am at my biggest right now, but I do also lose weight really quickly. I only have to not eat properly for like a week or two and I will lose so much weight. So anyway, I lost my appetite. Food just didn't taste the same. It was just, you know, like here and there. Some days I'll eat, some days I wouldn't eat. And I was just, as the days were going on, I just started feeling weak and weaker and weaker and weaker. I was just so weak. I kid you not, right? Anybody who has gone through Hyperemesis Gravidarum, and I know that some women kind of, you know, more or less are like, oh, but it's just morning sickness. It is 50,000 100 million, right, worse than morning sickness. It is the most horrible, like, I can't even explain it. Like, it's just the most, I honestly told my friend it is hell on earth, and that's exactly how it felt like. It felt like hell on earth. It was the most horrendous experience I have ever gone through. And sometimes even just thinking about it, I just think to myself, wow, God is amazing. Support system is amazing. My family are amazing, because they're the people who helped me get through this condition. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the story. So about a month, like I was a month pregnant, or a month or 6 weeks pregnant, I believe. Yeah, 6 weeks, about a month and a bit, I started feeling really, really, really weak, and I didn't really understand. I just thought to myself, maybe it's just morning sickness. At the time, I was living with my parents. So I stayed with my parents just because my mum can look after me, and you know, when you're poorly, when you're not feeling well, all you want to do is have your mum look after you. I know you can all relate, right? I just wanted my mummy, I just wanted my mum to just look after me. So I stayed with my parents' home, my brothers and sisters, everybody around us. I just started getting weaker and weaker and weaker. I wasn't eating well, and every time I would eat, I would just vomit. Every time I would eat, I would vomit anything. It could be bread, it could be fufu, it could be anything I tried, or literally I would just vomit it back out. And I remember one day I even counted the amount of time that I vomited. I think it was about 72 times. Like, I kid you not, I vomited 72 times per day. It was so bad that even water would not stay down. So obviously I'm not eating, I'm losing drastic amount of weight. It's one of those conditions that literally leaves you feeling emotionally, mentally, and physically draining. Like, it literally plays with your mental health, and if you're not strong enough, or you don't have a support system around you, like, it is a dark time. But I want to tell you, and the reason why I'm sharing my story, to just let you know there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Believe me, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I know it's so hard, because obviously when you're pregnant, you want to feel your baby, you want to be able to enjoy your pregnancy, you want to be able to be like, oh my god, I'm pregnant, I'm loving it, you know, you want to have that glow, which you do have that glow, but you are just, I had no energy, guys, no energy. It was that bad, like no energy. I would sleep from morning till about 7, 8. My mum or my partner or my sisters will wake me up to come and eat. And during this time, we just felt like it was morning sickness. We didn't really know much about it. And like at the time as well, when I researched on YouTube, or like tried to look for like people who actually went through excessive sickness, my phone died, so I've had to re-record it at night time, hence why you can probably see the lighting difference. I've got my ring light on, so I'm gonna get back into it. As I was saying, there was nobody around me who could actually tell me what exactly was happening with me. I didn't have any friends who felt like this. So I saw a pregnant auntie, cousin, nobody. So what I did is I researched on YouTube, I researched on Google, and again, a lot of the time I could more or less get like morning sickness, and I knew what I was going through, how I was feeling was not morning sickness. I felt absolutely debilitated. Like, I could not do anything. I could not walk fast enough. I was out of breath. I was extremely lethargic. I was extremely tired. I was extremely faint. I was extremely nauseous. And then on top of that, I had literally like my saliva production increased like dramatically. I constantly wanted to spit. Like, I know a lot of women who are pregnant can relate to this. I constantly wanted to spit, and I know it's gross, but I had like a little bottle. I could spit all my spit into the bottle because of the amount of time I needed to spit. And it was just like, it was a lot. I stayed at home for about for about 2 months now. And my mum was like, you know what, this is not right. Something is not right. We need to get seen. And because my pregnancy was a twin pregnancy, we had to be seen quite regularly because of the few things that, you know, they needed to double check. I know, obviously Alana isn't a twin right now, but that's a different story for another day. we're just going to concentrate on the pregnancy in itself. So my mum was like, do you know what, we need to go and get seen, because I don't understand this. Like, I've had all my children and I felt sick during some of my pregnancy, but I've never heard of this, so we need to go and get seen. So obviously we go to the hospital. The hospital that was looking after me wasn't too far from where we lived. It's about 10 minutes walk, and if you're walking fast, it's about 5 minutes. It's not far at all. However, I don't know, for whatever reason, we did not call the ambulance. We just thought, you know what, it's 10 minutes, we could just walk down there. So my sister was like, yeah, let's go. My mum was like, yeah, go with your sister. My sister offered to go walk with me, and it took us about 45 minutes. It just goes to show to you how weak I was. And obviously I was like leaning, my sister was holding my hand, and we walked, and we go into the hospital. I explained to them how I was feeling, and what they normally do is they test your wee. And they're testing your wee just to see if you've got ketones in your wee. The reason why you may get ketone in your wee a lot of the time is when your body goes into ketosis, which more or less means that your body is using your emergency sugar and fats. And obviously, because I'm dehydrated and I'm not eating, my body is now using my stored fat and my stored sugar, hence why the sugar is in my wee. So they tested my wee, and my wee tested for ketones plus. So like 3 triple plus, and then we're like, oh, which basically indicates that I am severely dehydrated. So the nurse came back and was like, yeah, there's ketones in your wee, we're going to keep you in, I'm going to call the consultant, so the consultant can come and see you and explain to you exactly what's happening. So I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever, you know, we're staying, it means something, they're going to find a solution, here we are. And in the meantime, they're like, oh, can you try to drink some water? And I'm just like, no, I can't drink anything, and if I drink it, I'm going to start vomiting. I don't really want to be vomiting, I just want to be left alone, because your mood is just so low. And my sister, bless her cotton socks, she's just like, oh, Bijoux, she's like really encouraging me, Bijoux, just drink, babe, come on, darling, you got to drink, do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I can't do it, I can't do it, you know. Anyway, the consultant comes, and the consultant says, oh, do you know what, before we put the cannula in, which is the little needle that they're putting in your vein, let's get you some fluid. I'm gonna I'm going to prescribe some fluids for you, some normal saline, some magnesium, some potassium, some electrolytes, everything that you need, you know, for your body to function. I'm going to prescribe it, but in the meantime, let's give you an anti-sickness, so that way you don't feel sick. So the doctor decided to give me cyclizine, which is an anti-sickness tablet. They gave me the tablet. I swallowed the tablet, and as soon as I felt it in my stomach, I decided to puke it right back out. So they were like, okay, cool, we can clearly see that nothing is staying down. Let's give you another type of anti-sickness. They decided to give me metoclopramide. And this time he was like, you know what, instead of us giving it to you for you to drink, let's give it to you through an infusion. So they decided to put it through my cannula and gave me the metoclopramide. However, the metoclopramide decided to give me an allergic reaction. So again, they had to stop that, because obviously I was now reacting to it. I had a rash all over my body, and they were like, oh no, we can't give her that. So they stopped the metoclopramide, and they were like, okay, well, we need to find something else, because obviously we need to manage your sickness. They decided to find me this drug, yeah. Listen, this is my best friend. This drug, me and this drug, like this, we're like buddies. This drug, for anybody who has had hyperemesis as bad as me, would know the beauty of a drug called ondansetron. Ondansetron was my best friend. Ondansetron, baby girl, you are a lifesaver. They gave me ondansetron, which was quite a stronger dose, and he said to me, he doesn't necessarily, my consultant, it was a he said to me he doesn't want me to stay on ondansetron for a long period of time, because obviously they're kind of like unsure of the effect that it could have on baby, because it's a stronger dose. However, it does work really, really well. Let's try ondansetron. They decided to give me ondansetron subcutaneously, which is right up my bum in the inner muscle, so it can get to my bloodstream really quick. Ondansetron was like magic. Honestly, I have a special place in my heart for this drug. This drug, oh, This drug, mate. I've never been so excited to talk about a drug. Ondensetrone worked amazingly. Like I was not feeling nauseous at all. And obviously because I was being infused, I was feeling a lot more better. And I was just like, oh my God, this is heaven. Why did I not come here before? Like, what was I doing at home? Do you know what I mean? So they gave me ondensetrone. I managed to eat a few crackers and butter. Nothing major, nothing, too drastic. Let's start slowly, with crackers and a bit of toast. But I didn't even want to try toast.